Coaching helps me see what I can't see. Coaching helps you see what you can't see. And a lot of people think that coaching is a one sided experience where there's one expert and one listener, one giver of the knowledge and one receiver of it, when in fact it isn't true. Good coaching and a good coaching relationship is a reciprocal relationship where there's friction between both parties, the coach and the individual being coached. And it is in that friction, it's within that friction that creates the moments that you and the coach learn from one another. And it's that friction that often causes conflict between the coach and the person being coached, the person being developed in the process, because neither one of you will see things eye to eye all the time. And that's not because there's not a mutual care for one another. There's not because you don't value the relationship, but there will be flat out times when you don't like the other person because you see there is a disconnect between who you are right now as the person being coached and where you want to be as a result of the feedback you're receiving from your coach. And from the coach, you'll see the disconnect between what it is you're communicating and possibly some of the experience gaps that the person that you're coaching may have that you don't have, that you have to close, those gaps that you have to close by asking questions and probing that individual to get a sense of what their lived experiences really are so that you can support them within their given context or role and environment as best as possible. The space of coaching is a dynamic one. It's one where you, as the one coaching or being coached, where the coach and the individual being developed engage in this exchange of feelings and emotions and concrete actions that don't always align, but because there is a trust for the process and a investment of trust in the relationship, you understand that you will build synergy towards greater alignment with one another, understanding what the value that's being brought to you from your coach and the value being brought to the table by the individual being coached. You'll have to be willing to engage and experience the level of feedback from your coach and wisdom and counsel that you know you're relying on to help you be better. And likewise, as the coach, you are relying on the honesty and openness of that individual who's committed to excel in an area that they're entrusting you to help them become great at being or doing so that they can make the impact that they're called to make. Coaching, leadership coaching in any environment is vulnerable and a vulnerable experience for both people. It requires that the coach be transparent about their own journey, not just seek to perform with perfection in being a great coach. Nobody is the symbol of perfection. Nobody is a singular visual for greatness. It's something that's developed over time. And similarly, when you are the individual being coached, you're learning, you're committing to learning, you're committing to engaging in sharing your lived experiences. You're committed to being probed with questions, not just about your work, but your values, your habits, your tendencies, those things that show up over time that your coach is going to uncover for you could be potential roadblocks to helping you be as great as you want to be. In the midst of all of the messiness of that relationship, that's not a fine line or direct line from one place to another, but can often be a zigzag because you're learning and understanding one another. In the midst of all of that, you both are working with each other with the awareness that you're looking to enhance your current level of skill for where you want to go and or be even more effective for where you are.